You asked and we listened. Here are the answers to the top 5 questions we've been getting this month about our gaming accessories. Take a look at the timestamps in the description below to see if we address your question in this video. How do I keep my NS32 from disconnecting? The NS32 features a robust Bluetooth chip that should not disconnect on its own. If it won't stay connected to your Switch, try the following troubleshooting steps to determine the cause of the issue. First, ensure that the controller is fully charged. The NS32 Bluetooth signal may weaken as its battery level drains. This may cause the controller to lose connection intermittently. With a weaker signal, you may also need to sit closer to the device for the controller to stay connected. A full battery will reduce the potential for these issues to occur. Next, try disabling Bluetooth on some devices in the area that you aren't actively using. Sometimes having too many signals in a small area can cause Bluetooth interference. Please test the wireless signal of your controller in an area with as few active Bluetooth devices as possible to see if this interference may be causing the poor connection. If your Bluetooth signal is still weak, test it again at a shorter distance from the console. The NS32 controllers are usable at up to 10 meters away from the Nintendo Switch. However, they become more responsive as they get closer to the console. You can also plug the NS32 directly into your console to determine whether a faulty Bluetooth chip could be responsible for the poor connection. If the controller works fine when it is plugged in, it's very likely that your NS32 has a defective Bluetooth chip. If you finish troubleshooting and you determine that a weak Bluetooth signal is what is causing your controller to disconnect, try resetting the Bluetooth connection. To do this, press and hold the Y and home buttons simultaneously. If that doesn't help, you can also perform a factory reset by pressing and holding the home button for 10 seconds. If your NS32 won't stay connected to your Switch after you go through each of these steps, please reach out to cs@NexiGo.com for additional assistance. How do I update the firmware on my NS32? If your NS32 controller is glitching or lagging and you can't fix it by resetting the Bluetooth connection, you may need to update the firmware. Keep in mind that this update isn't necessary for controllers that already function properly. If you're unsure whether you should update your firmware, please contact our support team at cs@NexiGo.com. To update your controller, first download the firmware tool onto your computer using the link in the description below. Next, power off your NS32 by pressing the small button next to the USB-C charging port on top of the controller. Then, press and hold the left thumbstick for 3 seconds to enter firmware update mode. Finally, connect the controller to your computer using the provided USB-C to USB-A cable. Open the update tool and follow the instructions on the screen to finish updating your controller firmware. Does my original Switch work with the GripCon? Yes, the original Switch is fully compatible with our new GripCons. Although the GripCon is designed to accommodate the larger size of the OLED model, the original Switch still fits just fine. Some of our GripCons come with the optional sliders to make the original Switch the same width as the OLED model. However, these sliders have no impact on how well the controller works. They just make the Switch a bit easier to slide in. How much sound is normal for a PS5 cooling fan to make? It's normal for any fan to make some noise as it cools down your hardware. If there's a lot of dust and debris inside your device, it's possible that your fans could be running even louder than usual. If you're concerned by how much sound your PS5 cooling fan is making, you can install a sound meter app on your smartphone. Stand 50 centimeters or 20 inches away from your PS5 while the fan is running to measure the volume. According to our own testing, a properly functioning PS5 cooling fan should make between 45 and 50 decibels of sound, depending on the current setting. If your fan is any louder than 50 decibels, please reach out to our support team at cs@NexiGo.com and we'll help you determine the cause of the excess noise. Why doesn't my controller charger work when it's plugged into my PS5? If your controllers aren't charging when your PS5 is powered off, it's possible that your PlayStation isn't powering accessories in rest mode. To format rest mode so that your controllers are charging properly, open the settings and navigate to System, Power Saving, and then to Features available in rest mode. Set supply power to USB ports to always. Put the PS5 in rest mode to test whether your controllers will charge properly. If this doesn't solve the issue, please reach out to our support team at cs@nexigo.com for further assistance. As always, please drop any other questions you have in the comment section below and we'll answer them directly or address them in our next video. See you next time!